Our press conference to preview our FA Cup game against Rotherham, and if we can start off with Vinny, please, from Sky Sports.
Hi, Carlo.
Hi.
First of all, can you please give us injury updates on Alan, Luca Dean, Alex Iwobi, Fabian Delph, and Jean-Philippe Gbamin, please, and when you might expect to have them available as well?
Yes, so the players not available are for the game are Richarlison, John Joe Kenny, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Alan, Delph, Gbamin, and Pickford. Available, James back, Digne back, Iwobi back. It's clear?
Luca Dean back.
Luca Digne is back.
A bit ahead of schedule, isn't it? Yeah?
I think, yes, he's back, he's fit. His recovery was really fast. The medical staff and him, I think they did a fantastic job. And so, he trained all week with us and is fit, good condition. He can play tomorrow.
What does it say about his attitude as well, Carlo? He posted a video on social media showing the work that he'd done. It seems that his attitude throughout this whole injury problem for him has been absolutely first class.
Yeah, we know that Digne is a top professional. I think that some reason in this period were good. I think that the surgery was good, the rehab was really good, and so it was unbelievable to see Digne so early in training as usual.
Any developments on his contract?
I think it's almost done. I'm not involved in this, but the two parts, the club and him, are really close, I think.
Again, that's another important piece of business, isn't it?
Yes, it's important to have important player with personality, with quality, with character with us for the future.
Carlo, can you sum up the importance of the FA Cup to you, not just as an opportunity to win a trophy, but also as a response to the defeat against West Ham?
No, I think it's an important. The defeat against West Ham is gone. We thought about this, and now we are focused on this game. It's an important competition. We know how important is the FA Cup in England. And I don't know if it was more important the Premier League or the FA Cup, and so we want to start well this competition.
Having looked at Rotherham, what have you been able to learn about them?
Sorry?
Having looked at Rotherham, what have you been able to learn about them?
Strong team, tough team. It will be a physical game, I think, I'm sure, and they had problem in the championship, but I know that FA Cup is all different story. So in the FA Cup there were strange results that no one didn't expect. So we have to pay attention to this.
Have you heard how much their manager Paul Warner is looking forward to meeting you? He's read your book and he describes you as the greatest, and he's going to be starstruck when he meets you.
I'm really pleased for this. I really welcome him. I would like to talk to him after the game, and so the fact that he read my book, he feel me happy for this. Did you read my book?
I've got it actually. I got it as a present, so I've just started it.
Okay, good.
So maybe you'll be able to tell him as well some things that you left out of the book. Is there anything you can tell us that you left out that you might be able to...
I cannot hear you well.
Okay, I'll try and sort this microphone out. Is that any better?
No.
Okay. Well, I'll crack on anyway. Carlo, is there anything you left out of your book that you can discuss with Paul?
A lot of things. I'm going to read at the end of my career another book. I'm going to read about the relationship with my owners that I had in my career. So it will be funny.
Aside from that, Carlo, can I check what's happening with Bernard? How likely is a deal with Roma, and that And could that possibly see Robin Olsen staying with Everton permanently?
To be honest with you, we are not talking with Roma about Bernard. Bernard is our player. Also, Olsen is our player. It's a totally different situation. With Olsen, we would like to keep him for the future. We are going to talk to Roma, but no discussion with Bernard, with Roma. Bernard is our player, and he will be our player.
Anything as regards Cenk Tosun, Yannick Bolasie and Mo Besic as well?
No, any news? No news.
Okay. And just a couple of final things.
Tosun is going to play tomorrow.
Okay. Just a couple of final things, and it's to do with COVID. Sean Dyche suggested vaccinating players and then the money that clubs save on testing they could give to the NHS. Is that something that you would go along with?
I think it's an idea, but I think that for the moment that we are living all together, that the country is living, I think the most important is to vaccinate the people more vulnerable. We, as a sportsman, we are following we are following a protocol that we feel safe for this. It's true that there were some situation of positive players, but I think we are quite safe following this protocol, and the most vulnerable people, I think, need to be vaccinated first.
And finally, you've seen the work Everton in the community have been doing throughout the pandemic. They're increasing again their efforts through the Blue Family campaign. How vital, how impressed have you been with that work that they're doing in the community?
No, really impressed by the work that the club is doing with this campaign. I think they helped during the pandemic 27,000 families, and so this is a big achievement. We are all involved in this and really pleased to do this in this period.
Thanks, Carlo. All the best.
Thank you.
If we go to Alistair from the BBC, please.
Hi Carlo, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Did you read my book?
It's on my reading list.
I will send one to you. I will send one.
Okay. Yeah,
you don't have to pay.
I'd very much like to read that. I was just wondering, obviously there's been a few games that have been called off, postponed because of coronavirus, and Aston Villa are having to play a weakened team, as are Derby County. I just wondered, do you think that football should continue now? Is it becoming too dangerous to play football matches now?
No, as I said before, I think that the protocol that is in place now is quite is good, really good. We feel quite safe. It's true that there were some positive player because the infection are growing in this period. But I think that the football has to continue, because I think in this particular period it's very important, I think, for the people, for the community to have football on TV to watch, because the fact that there are no cinema, no theater, I think that football can be really helpful in this period.
So you feel safe then? You feel safe at the club and when you go to play games?
I feel safe, yes. Honestly, yes. It's outside the bubble. It's more difficult, but we have to take care of this. Above all, us that.
Yeah, and I was just going to ask, just last of all, there's been some reports this week about Moise Kean, maybe Paris Saint-Germain in talks with Everton about making the deal permanent. Can you tell us anything about that?
No, I cannot tell anything because the only thing is Moise is doing really well, and if Paris Saint-Germain is on loan, he could be back in summer. If Paris Saint-Germain wants him, they have to sit on the table with the club.
Yeah, I'll send you my address as well for that book, no problem.
Thank you. Ciao.
If we go to Mike Hughes, please, from Radio Merseyside.
Okay.
Hi, Carlo.
Hi.
I haven't got a copy of your book either, so if you could send me a copy as well, because Vinny promised that he'd lend it to me, but he, you know what he's like.
I will do.
Carlo, Everton's form at Goodison since you took over has been really good. Have you been concerned not just with the recent results against Manchester United and against West Ham, but the fact that you've really struggled in both games to create chances? How much of a concern is that, and what can you do to remedy it?
No, this is absolutely true. I think that the two different games against Man United, we thought that the strategy was to defend. Against West Ham, we didn't have the possibility. I think that because in front we were not so fit. I think that the fact that Digne is back, James is back, we are going to improve our offensive quality.
Ben Godfrey came in towards the end of the transfer window. Aside from Norwich, where he's mainly been used as a central defender on the right-hand side, he's been really impressive for you so far, and he hasn't yet played in his favoured position. He's played in the right-hand side in a 3, but not in a 2. But he's played at right back, he's played at left back. How impressed have you been with him as he showed you more already than you expected at this stage? And how important a player could he be for you, given that versatility in the future?
I think that Ben was a fantastic sign for us, also because he was able to play in different positions. So now, in modern football, it's really important to have players that are able to play in different positions. He never played the centre back. He's going to play tomorrow centre back, but the fact that he played really well left back was really important for us. Above all, when Digne was not there, I was really impressed, as everyone was impressed about his performances.
Your local club to where you live in Crosby is Marine. Obviously, they've got the big game against Tottenham on Sunday. Have you been having a chat with Neil Young, the Marine manager, to tell him the secrets of how to beat Tottenham? Have you been doing anything as a club to try and help them out?
No, we were not in touch directly, but last night they were here to train because their facility was not good. We offered them the possibility to train at Finch Farm, but honestly, I didn't meet them.
It's going to be a great chance for them if you know what a day it's going to be for them to play Tottenham, your local club as well.
Yes, of course it will be a fantastic day, an unbelievable day to play against the top team in England. This is the beauty of the FA Cup, I think.
Okay, thank you, Carlo.
Thank you.
Carl Markham, please.
Hi, Carlo.
Hi.
Hi. Can I just check on that list of players that you ran at the start saying they were all out? Can you just confirm, are they rested? Which ones are rested and which ones are unavailable through injury or other means?
Some players are injured, some players are going to have a rest, and so I don't want to go into details. But out are Richarlison, Kenny, Calvert-Lewin, Allan, Delph, Gabamen, and Pickford.
Okay. I mean, obviously, Allan is injured. We know.
Allan is injured. Delph is injured. The other, I want to give them a rest.
Okay. Fine. Thank you. And just you've been asked about the futures of some players. I'm just wondering what January looks like for you in the transfer windows. Are you likely to see exits rather than incomings, or a bit of both, or do you not think about that yet?
At the moment, we didn't have players that we are thinking to some players that didn't play in this period, like Jared Bradwhite, that maybe can go on loan for 6 months, but there were no players that came to us to ask to leave, and so. And we are not in this moment thinking to sign new players.
And in terms of letting players go, are you thinking maybe some might be able to go?
If some player is not happy to stay and wants to leave, we are we are open to talk to them, but at the moment no players ask to leave.
Louis Restrepo, please.
Hello, Carlo. Could you hear me?
Sí.
Hola.
Hola.
I got a fantastic business proposal of your Spanish book in Colombian. I will let you know. Have you got it in Spanish or no? Have you got the book in Spanish?
I think that my book was translated in Spanish, yes.
Okay, but maybe it could be Colombian Spanish. It would be fantastic. I just got two questions for you. The first one is, why, in your opinion, is the key point to have Jerry Mina playing in this maximum level at the moment? Because he's the player who has won more duels, according to the stats, in the recent games. What do you think is that factor?
I think that the key factor of the good performance of Mina was, first of all, I think he improved his physical condition. He had the fact that he didn't travel for the international break helped him to have a better condition. Second, the team defend better. The work of the midfielder is better in this moment, and our defenders are safe, I think. And the third is that Jerry is a really humble guy. He wants to learn, and he is really focused all the time on what he's going to do.
Fantastic, thank you. And the second one is, in which percentage of level is James Rodriguez at the moment? Because we saw him in the last game, just a few minutes, but recovering.
He trained today. He trained this week, all the week with the team. He showed a good condition. I think he's not at the top, but anyway, it could help for him to play tomorrow, and I think he's close to the top. Okay,
thank you. That's